to watch the journey. I saw your
Thank you, man.
YouTube video. I threw a party in the middle of the desert. It was honestly it was really sick. Like
Thank
the
you.
editing, everything you had in there, it was fire.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
how did you even like orchestrate that or organize that? Like you had skydiving flamethrowers. Like how you making all that happen?
So yeah, I feel like that video is a really good example of what I'm saying. I want to
Yeah,
make videos of like doing all these cool things. Like that's the shit
yeah,
I'm
you're
talking
actually
about.
doing it. You're literally
Yeah,
living that.
yeah. So that was actually like a really crazy experience. Basically, how it went down. I had like a homie from Chicago like coming into town, and so we were like all talking, like me and my friends and him, like, oh yeah, like while you're here, we got to go out to like some cool spots and film. And there's like a really big desert, like 3.5 hours outside of LA. And I haven't been there in a long time, so I was like, "Yo, guys, like we should go here and film. Like it'd be so sick." And like I wasn't even thinking about like making a YouTube video, let alone this whole desert rave. I was just like, "Yeah, like it's cool. Like let's go film here." So like 5 days later, I'm at this film festival, and there's like a ton of people I know there, so I'm like talking to people and everything, and I'm just like, yeah, like I'm actually like going to the desert like this weekend like with some of my friends. Like we're just gonna like film like some cool just like aesthetic stuff of just like us like hanging out. Like, do you guys want to come? And they're like, yeah, sure. Then like that person comes back and they're like, hey, like I just told like so and so like they're free, like they want to come too. And I was like, okay, like cool, like dope, like the more the better. And before I know it, in like an hour, like there's been like 15 people that are like, yo, like I want to come to the desert with you guys. And I'm like, okay, this is just gonna be like a little hangout with like me and three of my friends. Now there's like 15 of us. Like this is like a little thing. Like I kind of need to like make something out of it, right? Then that night, to keep up with the spontaneity, my roommates and I decided to like throw like an after party at our place from the film festival. So we ended up having like 30 people come over, all different like videographers and creators, later that night. And I'm like telling everyone like, yeah, like we're going to the desert and everything. And like literally in like 12 hours, it goes from like I'm just gonna hang out with my friends, like me and like four of my friends, to okay, there's 25 people coming to the desert with me this weekend. This big, like I need to make something out of this. So I had the idea to like turn it into a rave. I was like, this would be sick. Like I love DJing, I love house music, electronic music, like I love it so much. I was like, this would be so sick if like we're just in the middle of the desert, everyone's partying, we have a DJ set up, like that just looked like so cool to me. And this is what I'm talking about, like, just like wanting to create these like cool experiences. Like I had never seen anyone else do these things, just like all the other videos I watched, like those videos I was like, whoa, like I've never seen this before, like this experience looks so cool, like I want to do that. So I was like, okay, this is like I gotta capitalize on this. And so literally in like less than 48 hours, goes from like having like 5 people, we now have like 30 people coming. There's a whole group chat. I find a DJ. I connect with a homie who knows someone who has a flamethrower. We have guys coming out with like ATVs and like dirt bikes. I have like 2 friends coming with like $10,000 FPV drones. And like I say, it all comes down to who you know, because
Yeah.
there would have been no way in hell for me to pull this off, especially in that time frame, if I didn't know all of these people, right? Literally, the only reason I got all of these things and made it to what it was all because of the people I knew. And so it was crazy, dude. It was like honestly such a crazy experience. It was like the first time I had like ever like thrown an event, something like that, and it was definitely like a big learning experience. Just like orchestrating everything, like figuring out like all finding a DJ, like finding guys that were gonna come out to ride the ATVs and stuff, and also just like making sure like everyone like getting there, like figuring out how to get there, setting everything up. It was actually crazy. I like drove my car because like obviously like we didn't want to be like on the side of the road or anything. Like we wanted to be like in the desert, right? And so I ended up like having to like drive my car like in the sand, like up the dune to like transport like everything, because it was otherwise going to be impossible to like transport. Like we had like speakers, we had all the DJ gear, we had so much big heavy things. We couldn't just trudge that in the sand. So I drove my car up, like I was so scared, like my car almost got stuck. We had like everyone out there like ready to just like grab everything out of my car. And dude, it was just so crazy. It was such a good time. Like everyone just had like the time of their lives, and like, you know, everyone was saying like that they had never done anything like it before. It was a really cool experience for sure. And like in that moment, I definitely kind of had like a full circle moment of like, wow, like I am doing what I wanted to do. Like I am doing something, like essentially this video. If I saw this video, you know, when I was in high school, like I would be like, yo, like I want to do that. Like that looks crazy. Like how do I do that? And so like that was just like such a crazy feeling of like being there. Like this is life right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a crazy time. That was a really crazy time. And like I said, I feel like that video paints a really good picture of like the type of content I want to be making. Like kind of like vlog style with like a mix of like cinematics, but also like the actual content. Just doing cool shit. Like I just want to do cool shit with my friends and document it and just like make it a good time. And just like have like, you know, go to all these cool places and do all these cool things like the skydiving too. Like, you know, I've always wanted to go skydiving. My roommate Noah, he skydives all the time. He like begged me to go, and I was like, all right, like fuck it, let's do it. And I was just like, okay, I gotta document this. Like it's my first time skydiving. You know, like it goes without saying, it's a crazy experience. Yeah, so like I documented that. That was really sick. But yeah, it was just like really cool to like put that together. And again, like I want to be doing that a lot more frequently, like, you know, on a weekly basis. But up until that point, I had made a video for like 3 years. I had made a YouTube video for 3 years. So even just like at least putting like one thing together and having it be finally like at that level that I like always wanted to be, I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. Like I'm actually kind of doing it right now. So super cool.